My name is Cydney Ryan. I'm currently the Regulatory Affairs Manager for Owlet Baby Care. I'm responsible for ensuring the compliance of Owlet's product portfolio globally and then also managing our international regulatory registrations. I am the one who actually found MedEnvoy on our team. And really, the problem that we were trying to solve, especially as a small company, is how, and especially at the time with MDR being so new, we were looking to understand how companies navigate the role of the regulatory importer under EU MDR, but specifically in a way that did not hinder or add layers of unnecessary complexity to logistics across both the EU and then also impacting other teams. So we found MedEnvoy through internet research, really looking into available options. And we were intrigued basically by the way that MedEnvoy was approaching it, especially with the not touching the product perspective, because we felt that that could really support a more agile movement into the EU market and, both balancing compliance requirements, but not hindering other teams and the existing frameworks in which they work. For Owlet Baby Care in particular, our products were entering the market under MDR. It was obviously a large scope of work, like for most companies, I think, entering this space. But for Owlet, we were really, trying to enter the medical device sphere globally. And so looking at the requirements laid out in MDR, they were comprehensive in nature. It was a challenge, I guess, that we were looking to tackle in a proactive way, still meeting all compliance requirements, but trying to find solutions that would allow us to continue to iterate and move quickly and meet all of our distribution partners' needs, and really, in the end, get our product to as many people as we could. Our problem we were looking to solve was specific to importation under EU MDR. However, very quickly, we realized that MedEnvoy's wealth of knowledge and their expertise extended greatly outside of that. So whether it was partnering with authorized representation services in other markets, or as we look now to expand even globally past the EU specifically, we've frequently partnered with MedEnvoy for that local knowledge and also the registration services, which for a really small team like ours has been instrumental in just allowing us to enter more markets frequently with less hiccups, especially because we know that MedEnvoy's partner basically brings that local presence and that knowledge that can sometimes be very helpful. If you're able to plan in for any particular complexities, then it just allows for a smoother registration process. I think tackling something as great as MDR for a company that is not already in the market should not be underestimated. And truly, it's definitely achievable, but I think that planning early and engaging with those knowledgeable partners can certainly be a very helpful step, but really finding solutions that are sustainable, because really clearance isn't the goal. Sometimes it often is when you're talking about companies just getting that submission or just getting that clearance. But really, if you can't find solutions and processes that are sustainable without adding, unnecessary burden on people, whether it's internally or on your external partners, then in the end, it's going to be something that you want to change anyway. So I think finding those partners that are, knowledgeable in the space is very helpful, but also people who are proactively looking at improving their own processes and improving the way that compliance can be met. Because I think so often in the industry, or in other industries, the compliance side of things can be seen as difficult and adding layers of burden. But really, we've valued working with MedEnvoy because there have been multiple times in different markets where we've really challenged each other to find pathways moving forward that can be just the best approach for, especially as a small company.